All right, continuing with Roman number 4. We have on the left hand side 1 plus sec a divided by sec a. Okay, we'll try to prove the right hand side. All right, so you can see that what is divided by sec a, right? So next step here, I'm just separating the LCM or the denominator. Okay, so 1 by sec a, you can already see here, and then sec a by sec a, you can already see here, right? Separating the LCM. All right, once we are done with that, you can see that what I can divide is sec a by sec a. Only one will be left, and we already know 1 by sec a equals cos a. Right, now when you look here, we got what left hand side equals cos a plus 1, which is nowhere near the right hand side, right? So in this type of question, we have to do both the left hand side and the right hand side. So let's do the right hand side also. So right hand side is what? Sine square a divided by 1 minus cos a, right? So the sine square a can be expanded in the formula 1 minus cos square a, right? And once again, instead of writing this 1, I'm going to write down 1 square, because same thing, right? 1 square equals 1. Once we have written that, now we're getting what? A square minus b square. All right, so we're going to expand it in the formula what? A plus b, a minus b, right? So a plus b and then a minus b. Then you can see I can divide this 1 minus cos a, 1 minus cos a. I will be left with what? 1 plus cos a, which if we rearrange, we're going to get it cos a plus 1. Now our left hand side equals right hand side. Okay, so that is our proof. Let's do one more here. So in this Roman number 5, we have to use this formula no matter what. Okay, all right, so now let's go about the look at the left hand side. Left hand side is what? Cos a minus sin a plus 1 divided by cos a plus sin a minus 1. So remember, the question is asking us to use this formula, right? And if you look here, we can't use it, right? So how do you do it? We'll divide both the numerator and the denominator by sin a, okay, in order to get this cot and cosec. Clear? So if we divide both the numerator and the denominator by sin a, this is how we're going to get, right? Cos a divided by sin a by sin a plus 1 by sin a. Same thing for our denominator. Okay, we can divide sin a 1, we'll be left with 1. All right, same thing, sin a we can divide, 1 will be left here. So when we look at this cos a by sin a, we already know it is cot a, so I've written cot a, then minus 1. Same thing, 1 by sin a equals cosec a, right? So I've written it down here. We'll do the same thing with the denominator, so we're going to get what? Cot a plus 1 minus cosec a. Okay, next step, I'm going to keep this cot a and this cosec a together here. They're both plus, right? Now look at this minus 1 here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to send this cot square a to the left hand side. Will it become minus or not? It will become minus, right? So after that, this is what we're getting. And what is it equal to? Equal to 1. Okay, so now minus 1 is there, so you can see that is why I put the minus sign here. Okay, and then what is 1 equal to? 1 is equal to cosec square a minus cot square a. All right, so now once we're done with that step, you can see once again a square minus b square. How do you write? A plus b, a minus b, so which I have written here. All right, and now once we're done with that, we'll try to bring the common out. Okay, so you can see here cot a plus cosec a, and then cosec a plus cot a. Of course, the first and the second, they have interchange, but they're both plus, so it means the same, right? So I'm going to take it out common, right? So if I've taken this cot a plus cosec a common, here it'll only be left with 1, right? And then remember the sign minus is here. Since I have taken out this cosec a plus cot a, what are we left with? Cosec a minus cot a. All right, so the next step, once we've done with the common, we'll be opening the bracket. Okay, so now minus into plus, we're going to get all right, let's do it from here. Okay, minus into plus, we're going to get minus cosec a, then minus into minus, we're going to get plus cot a. All right, so once we have opened the multiplied by the minus, now have a look here. We have here plus 1, right? Plus cot a, then minus cosec a, minus cosec a. Can you see that they are the same? Of course, the term arrangement is different, but we know that they are same. Okay, so we can divide this, and we'll be left with cot a plus cosec a, which is the right hand side that we're trying to get.